share my story and actually share a message here with you guys today. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to share my screen here. And, I'm going to share this right here, right? Big smiles. Everybody dropping big smiles in the chat box, right? That's me. You guys can take a screenshot of that, right? These are some of amazing accomplishments that I've been able to accomplish within my lifestyle and within my life. I'm 26 years young. I'm KD. I'm Calvin Durant, but everyone calls me KD. I was born here in Dominican Republic, born and raised in Washington Heights, New York City. I moved to Providence, Rhode Island, due to my mom being a travel nurse. So I had to be able to adjust as I was a kid, right? So, I graduated high school. I was the first one to graduate high school for my family. I was the first person to graduate actually college and then go to a university and graduate from a university as well with a minors in teaching, a minors in business, and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All I did was work. You know what I'm saying? Like, who here feels like right now they're just working? Like, yo, I'm just working, right? That was me. Okay. I was working, but I came into a point that I was like, okay, but I graduated college, I graduated high school, I have what everybody goes to school for, what everybody lives for. Why not? Let's go out there and go out there and work. I needed to step up and work. I'm the baby of 6 of my family, and I had to step up and work because my mom and my sister were dealing with some financial problems at the time, actually 4 or 5 years ago. And I decided to make the decision. I was like, man, you know what? It's my time to step up and actually help my family out. You know what I decided to do? I decided to work. But when I was working 2019 and in 2018, I was like, bro, this is not for me. Right. That's why I asked you guys, if you're here on this call, we're just working right now, you feel like it's not for you. Guess what? I was there too. You know what I decided to do? I decided to save up money. Right. I saved up money. I saved up about like 15K, 20K, and I decided to invest that 20, 15K in myself. I started my first business in 2019, my first clothing brand that I've ever started. Right. Drop shipment store. That drop shipment store, in a matter of 8 months, it got me to the level of 6 figures. That was the first 6 figures that I've ever touched, the first 6 figures that I've ever seen, right? Now, it got me to that level, but guess what? I wasn't prepared for it, okay? So here on this call today, I'm going to give you guys a plan in place, how I failed in my first business, and then I came into Time Mastery Academy, and it got me back up to where I was left off 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, right? So I'm here to tell you guys that doesn't matter what you're going through, but there's always a beginning and there's always a start, right? So 2019, I started my first business, clothing brand, hit 6 figures. Guess what happened 2020? COVID started, right? I started becoming a digital entrepreneur August 29, 2020. I became here to Iron Mastery Academy. I became a successful NFT holder. I became a successful crypto. Now I have e-commerce stores. I'm getting one-on-one mentorship from educators from the platform that I'm going to become an educator here this year, right? Now I'm a entrepreneurship advisor that I'm coaching hundreds of people all over the world in trading. I'm coaching people in the e-commerce space. I'm teaching people exactly how to manage their portfolios, right? But let me tell you something, right? That's not about the money that I've made. It's not about the accomplishments that I've made. But you know what's the biggest thing that I'm really doing this for? I'm doing this to help third world countries where I'm at right now, with the island that I grew up in. Help them become more. Help them not go and work for a job for 100 pesos. For $2 in the US, they're working right now, forcing their lives. That's why I'm really here and doing the things that I'm doing today. Because my goal is to become, one, the best leader, right? My second goal is to be someone that's teaching every single body every single day exactly how I was able to do it brick by brick, right? And build a community. I'm so grateful that I've been able to build a community of individuals that are becoming the higher forms of themselves. That's really me. But let me tell you guys something, right? It all started right here. This is how it all started. It all started with an addiction, right? I was addicted to smoking hookah, drinking all the time, partying, vibing. But guess what? That day right here, August 29th, that was the end of it. That was the end of it, that I was like, man, it's time to invest into myself. And after I failed in my business, due to having all these distractions, I decided to really invest into myself and become a digital entrepreneur. And I'm here to tell you guys, right? making a decision was the best thing that I did. And I'm here to tell you guys today, make a decision. You guys allowed me in the beginning of this call to get you uncomfortable. I'm here to make you uncomfortable on this call. I made a decision. I've been making decisions since the day I decided to invest into myself. I was going to turn 24 years young. Kobe's my favorite basketball player, RP to the GOAT. And I said, bro, 24, I got to up it. Now 27, I'm even upping it even higher, right? So I'm telling you guys here, I committed now and I figured it out later. 2 years now in I Am Mastery Academy. I've been able to travel all over the US, now internationally. I made a goal this year that I'm traveling to 6 different countries. I already hit 3 different countries in my passport, bro. So I'm telling you guys, if I could do this, you guys could do this even better. It's just a decision. Commit now and figure it out later. There's a lot of you guys right now that haven't even committed yet. Who here has committed that they're going to make this happen no matter what? Drop a commitment in the chat box, right? Drop committed, right? Drop a committed in the chat box if you made a commitment already. I know Stephanie has. I know my brother Johnny that's here on this call has made a commitment, right? Who else has made a commitment? Who else has made a commitment? Eric has made a commitment. Who else, right? Beverly, that's here. What's up, sis? I don't know who Zoom user is, but you made a commitment, right? If you're committed, iPhone, I am user, right? Change your name to your real name. That's how you know that you're committed, right? You're committed to make investments into yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys straight up, this last 2.5 years, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't, right? But guess what? 2 years later, I decided to walk away and bury my old life to turn into my new life. And guess what I'm doing here today? Sharing my story in front of hundreds and thousands of people, traveling all over the world, going to famous places, right? And taking pictures, taking selfies, experiencing, because life is not only a passing of time, but it's a collection of experiences. I want to be able to give these experiences to everybody on my team, everybody in my community, everybody that follows me, right? So these are some things that I was able to accomplish. And I'm going to start this call like this because I just felt that energy in the chat. I felt that energy of everybody starting here. If you're getting value so far, just some value in the chat box for me, right? Just some value in the chat box because, guys, after this call, we're going to shift. After this call, we're going to get committed. After this call, we're going to go and take action, right? Because action is what we have and action is all that we need, okay? So I'm here to tell you guys, number one thing that I did, I asked the right questions. You're here on this call today. Stephanie is leveraging another leader, right? You're in group chats. Ask the questions. There's a lot of questions that you need to ask right now. There's a lot of questions. Guess what? I started this journey. I followed Natalia. Right? Natalia is my mentor. She's the one that brought me into this business. She was in Australia when I first got started. Guess what I did? I stood on the phone for 2.5 hours with her, asking her questions. And since 2 years ago, I've been following her footsteps. She hasn't lied to me once. All the success that I've been able to receive is because I asked the right questions, right? Been able to have access to my brother Nano, my personal mentor, lived with him, been on vacation where we have cried together. I asked the questions. I've cried with my sister Natalia. I asked the questions, right? And you need to be able to ask the questions. Right now, you're in Stephanie's organization. No matter if you're in my organization, you're new into this business, ask the questions, right? Ask the questions because you're not asking enough questions right now. I did a call earlier. There was 15 students and nobody asked me a question. I was like, damn, bro, you guys are up. I want to ask you guys questions. And as soon as I started asking them questions, guess what happened? They started asking me questions. So you want to always become and ask a lot of questions, right? The second thing that I did, I want you, all of you guys, you might think this is silly because when Nano told me to do this, I thought I laughed at him, right? And I'm here to tell you guys, forgive yourself. Number one, you need to know how to forgive yourself. Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Go burn it, right, at the beach if you live in Miami. If you don't live in Miami, you live anywhere else, you don't have a beach, you don't have a garden, guess what? Go outside your house and go burn it, right? Go bury that old life. Go bury those self-disbelief. Go bury those doubts. Go bury the things, the stories that you were telling yourself before, right? Go forgive yourself because I'm going to be honest with you. I started to forgive myself and I started to be able to understand like, wow, bro, I can actually do this, right? I have people around me that believe in me more than I believe in myself, okay? So go out there and forgive yourself. Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself, right? Write a letter of forgiveness for the people that you dislike. Write a letter of forgiveness, the people that did you wrong. Write a letter of forgiveness to the people that you're holding grudges right now to, right? Go write that letter of forgiveness. Who's here feeling me, right? Drop a feel me in the chat box if you're feeling me right now here on this call. Because I'm going to be honest. I love when I redo this this training right here, because this training brings me back, right? And I love this, right? So forgive yourself. Next thing, when you forgive yourself, preparation is everything. A lot of you guys, who's prepared right now for the 2023? Drop a 2023 in the chat box if you're prepared for 2023, right? You're prepared for 2023, drop a 2023, right? And what do I mean prepared? You have already your calendar booked, what exactly you're going to do the month of February, what exactly you're going to do the month of March, what exactly you're going to do the month of April, what exactly you're going to do the month of May, right? Do you have these things written down? Drop a yes or yes in the chat box if you do. I'm going to be honest, I do. I know exactly where I'm going to be at March 16th to March 19th. I'm going to be in Rotterdam. I know what I'm going to be doing here from February all the way to March 16th to 19th. I'm going to be here in Dominican Republic, locked in the cave. You can't hear from me. You won't see me. Or you go to my Instagram. You're going to see all the value that I'm speaking. You're going to see me go crazy on Zoom calls. You're going to see my e-commerce stores going nuts, right? Trading account going crazy, right? That's what you're going to see these next 40, 45 days. Then what are you going to see? March 24th to March 26th, I'm going to be in Orlando, right? Who's going to be in Orlando with me? Drop in Orlando in the chat box if you're going to Orlando. March 26th to March 27th. March 24th to March 27th, right? Think about it. Some of you guys are not dropping. All 15 of you guys. This should be 15 plus people dropping right now in this chat box. Yo, Orlando, Orlando, Orlando. Yo, you haven't made the decision yet, bro. You haven't made the decision yet, sis. Right? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I made the decision September. How many people am I bringing to Orlando? What is the Airbnb that I'm getting? What exactly I'm going to be doing? I just made the decision. Yo, look how crazy life works, right? I planned this Canada tour that I went on for the last 40 days, right? I planned this 6 months before I even went there. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even have a passport, bro. And you know what I did? I committed now and I figured it out later. Everybody say committed now and figured it out later. Because that's what I did. I committed and I figured it out later. Same, look, boom. My Montreal tour finished. My Canada tour finished. Guess what happened? I decided that I was like, yo, I got to go to Miami, break the code. I'll figure it out when I get there. Yo, I swear to you, the second day of break the code, guess what happened? I break the code. I decided to make another, I made a decision. I prepared. I asked God, I was like, yo, God, I have 3 plans, either to go to Providence, Rhode Island, go to Dallas, or come here to Dominican Republic. What's the plan? And what did he say? Boom. He answered my prayer right away. God brought me here where I'm supposed to be, right? Serving my purpose. That's the next thing I want to tell you guys, right? When you're prepared, guess what happens? Opportunity always comes. Everybody drop an opportunity always comes in the chat box. Right now, those that drop preparation, the opportunity is going to come to you. Whatever you did the last 30, 60, 90 days, guess what's going to happen? It's going to come to you within the next 30, 60 days. God is never going to tell you when your gift is delivered. He's never going to put a date on it, but he's going to tell you when exactly he's going to come to you. I know when I met my sister, Adelia, that's here on this call, right? Adelcia, that's here on this call in Miami. I knew she was a gift. I knew, boom. We bumped heads in the Break the Code event. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Then we went to the VIP party. Boom, we bumped heads again. I'm like, yo, this crazy. I keep seeing this woman right here. Yo, mind you, she drives to our house the last day of being at Break the Code. Gives me my biggest break that I told her when she walked into the house. I was like, yo, you have a message for me. And she did. Look at us now. She connected me with leaders from all the way in Sweden. She connected me with hundreds of people already. Look at the relationship we have built in a short period of time. Opportunity always meets you. Guess what happens? I came out here in Dominican Republic. Opportunity met me because I was prepared and I was already asked the right questions. I forgave myself. I was prepared. Boom, opportunity came. The next thing that I want you to know is trust your timing. Right now, you're here on this call. Right now, you probably just got started with Master Academy. Right now, you just started trading, started your e-commerce store. Guess what? Right now, you're probably like, damn, bro, am I doing this? I'm not getting no results. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But guess what? Ask yourself the question. Are you ready to receive your breakthrough? Have you forgave yourself? Have you been prepared? Did the opportunity come here? You probably missed the opportunity because God gives us bread every single day, right? And guess what happens? Some of us are so stuck up in talking to ourselves and talking to this inner voice that sometimes we forget the timing that we're on. Sometimes we forget the gift that we're receiving. Guess what? You got to trust your timing. Next thing that you need to do, I don't know what you guys believe in, but I believe in the higher form of creation, which is God, right? And I'm connected with my source. I signed my contract with my source. I'm loyal to the word, right? And then number 8 is commitment. Now, if you're ready to commit, drop a commitment in the chat box. And now I'm going to walk you into the training. You guys thought this was the training? Nah, I'm about to walk you guys into the training right now, right? Because guys, drop a commitment in the chat box, because that's what I told you. I want you guys to be committed, okay? Be committed to this. I'm committed to this, right? And it first starts with you asking yourself the questions, okay? You asking yourself the questions, and I'm going to give you guys some questions for you to answer to yourself, right? You don't need to ask this to Stephanie. You don't need to ask this to me. You don't need to ask this to Johnny. You don't need to ask this to none of your uplines, none of your chairmen. You need to ask yourself this question, right? What do I really want from this, right? I'm going to be honest. Everybody that's here, how much you paid to get started? $270 probably? When I first got started, I paid $500 to get started within this platform. 100% with you. Probably like, damn, what? Yes. What did I do? I paid for an elite package and I paid for an add-on. It was $500 for me to get started. Mind you, I didn't even have the money to get started, right? I had to ask my mom for $200. I needed to go ask my boy for $100, right? And they gave it to me. I had clothes that was dropping the next day. I had a fashion show dropping and I had brand new merch that was dropping. I knew I was going to make the money right back in more. And guess what? I went and did my show, got my money back, and I paid the people that I had to pay my due. Right? I just needed the ticket to get started because I committed now and I figured it out later, right? Now think about it. What do you really want from this? Ask yourself this question. I ask myself this question all the time. Anytime that I feel like I'm in my head and things are not working, you know what I'm doing? I'm asking questions to myself like, yo, bro, what do I really want from this? Right? Okay. Now you got to ask yourself, this. Am I really giving my all to this? Right? Ask yourself that. I ask myself that all the time. I really giving my all to this person. I really giving my all to this, right? Now, the next question you got to ask yourself is, what do I have to provide to the team / leader / coach I'm following? Always. Guys, look, I just hopped on a 2-hour call with my e-commerce mentors. Right? They were like, bro, you changed the game for us. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, everybody, we've been always getting paid ads. You were the only person, only student in the last 3 years in I Master Your Academy, and in the last 10 years that I've been teaching, that's been getting organic trafficking. I was like, oh shit, word. But look at the question I asked myself. What do I have to provide, or what do I have to bring to the table? You got to ask yourself. There's a lot of you guys right now that are just in groups, in group chats, and have access that you're not even taking the access that you have access to. 100%. Let me get some energy in here if I'm really speaking to some of y'all right now, right? Because it's true. You have to be able to understand, what are you providing to the table? I know that I bring my mentors more value than what they are able to see and what they're able to have. Why? Because I'm always thinking outside the box. I want you guys to start thinking outside the box with the groups that you guys are in. Because when you start thinking outside the box, guess what happens, right? You start bringing more value to the table. Look at the leader you're following right now. Some of you guys are following Stephanie. Some of you guys are following my brother Johnny, right? Some of you guys are following, who else? What other leaders are here, right? Let me see. Probably Cedric, Nadia, right? Some of you guys are following amazing leaders, okay? Guess what? What can you bring to them? Ask yourself that question. What can I bring to you? How can I provide value to you? Right? Because you're a valuable person. There's a reason why you're on that team. There's a reason why you're on that mission with that person. I'm going to be honest. God anointed me with 100 people in my back office right now. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. He anointed me with all those 100+ people. But those 100+ people, they all have a role to play. Once they step into their shoes, guess what happens? The back office goes crazy. It does. But some of us sometimes are not paying attention. What can we provide for others? And then the next question you got to ask yourself, what does that leader have for me? 100%. It's a give. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50, bro. Trust me. It's a 50-50. Right now here on this call, who feels like they're getting value? Drop a value in the chat box, right? Who here feels like, damn, bro, I needed this call today to actually activate me, right? damn, I needed this call because I knew 2022 was an extra month for me, right? Who feels like their 2023 is going to start within the next 24 hours, right? It's going to start on the next 24 hours, not today. It's going to start right now on this call right here, right? I'm going to be honest, it's one of my favorite calls to do. Why? Because this call is painting that vision for you. This call is organizing you, and this call is putting you in position so you could be able to go conquer your 2023, right? It's a very, very important call, guys. It's an important call for you to run with yourself, for you to run with the students that are in your business, for you to actually feel like, okay, what do I really want from this? 100%. Look, I've been here 2 years. My mentor, Nano, has been here for 5 years. He gave me the blueprint, how he went Chairman 25. And I've been applying it to the T. And I give all the glory to God, but I also give all the glory to my mentors, Nano and Natalia. They have taught me everything I know. For real. So ask yourself these questions right here. What do I really want from this? Am I really giving this my all? Right? What do I have to provide to the table, to the team, to the coaching that I'm following, to the leadership that I'm following? What do those leaders have for me? Because they have something for you. Trust me, Stephanie has something for you. Johnny has something for you. Yo, Johnny's in my organization. He got something for me. Cedric, that's the other school. He got something for me, right? Even though we bump heads, we talk, we do this, we do that, we joke around, we laugh. They always got something for me, and I always got something for them. And I'm grateful to have them in my corner, right? So think about it. You're grateful for Stephanie. I know Stephanie's on you. I was chilling with her for a whole day. She was talking crazy to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because she cares about you guys more than she cares about her sometimes. So you got to really pay attention to that. Okay. Now, the next thing that I have for you guys is this right here, right? It's your schedule. They say, show me your schedule. I'll show you your income, right? I'll show you what's your income. Guess what? Who has Google Calendar here? Drop an I in the chat box, right? Google Calendar saved me. Who here has alarms that go off every single hour? Drop an I in the chat box, right? I have that too. Every house that I go in, every Airbnb I stay at, any person that sleeps next to me at any boot camps, right? Any person that gets an Airbnb with me, they're going to tell you like, damn, bro, turn those alarms off, bro. No, I can't turn those alarms off, right? I got to install in my head what my goal is. I'm reminding myself what my goal is. I'm reminding myself of the 111s, the 222s, the 333s, the 444s, the 555s, the 1111s, right? I'm reminding myself the 1212s. Those are installed in my head. Like, yo, bro, you got to be present in this moment. Be grateful for what you have, what you're doing, who's around you. Be grateful, right? Now, think about it. If you don't have Google Calendar, go get your Google Calendar right now, right? Get your Google Calendar right now. And I want you guys, and then guess what I'm going to do here on this call for you? I'm going to help you out. We're going to figure out if you're a part-timer. We're going to figure out if you're an old-timer. We're going to figure out if you're obsessed with this business like me and Stephanie are, and Johnny, right? We're going to figure that out here today, okay? Because look, a person that's doing this part-time, okay? They're doing this on a weekly basis. I want you guys to write this down. Who's taking notes? Let me see who's taking notes, right? Who's taking notes? Because I'm not going to be here losing my voice, talking crazy, and you're not taking notes, right? So who's taking notes, right? So look, I want you guys to write this down for me, okay? Anybody that joins this business, it could be a customer, it could be an IBO, it could be whoever it could be, right? That person that joins this call, you got to figure this out with them, okay? You got to figure if this person on a weekly basis is doing this either part-time, full-time, all the time, or that person is like KD, right? I'm going to put KD, obsessed, right? I'm going to put OD. That's what I'm going to put right there, OD, right? OD, because I do this OD, right? I do this all day long. You feel me? So you got to figure out on a weekly basis, your people that are part-time, they're dedicating this business 4 to 5 hours. You got to figure that out. And you know how that starts? Through conversations, by asking them the right questions, by asking them, okay, bet this person is only doing this for the last 4 or 5 hours. Okay, cool. Don't give him extra work to do, right? Next thing, if a person is doing this full-time, they're doing this 6 to 8 hours on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, they're doing this business 6 to 8 hours. Mind you, there's 7 days in a week, right? Facts. So they're doing this 6 to 8 hours out of those 7 days. Sometimes us as leaders, we get so mad at our team because they're not answering our phone calls. They're not answering this. They're not answering that. But sometimes we got to show them what exactly it is. Sometimes we need to put ourselves in their shoes. But sometimes when we do that, we find out that the customer or the student, they just like, yo, bro, this is like overwhelming, but it's really not. All you got to do is figure out a structure. Okay? So think about it, guys. You're doing this 6 to 8 hours. You're doing this full time on a weekly basis. Now you're doing this 9 to 10 hours on a weekly basis. Guess what? You're doing this all time. Then you're OD with this. You're like, KD, you obsessed. You're doing this all day long. Guys, I wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I pour into my cup. You can't call me or text me at 5 a.m. I will not answer you. I won't, because that's my me time. Right? That's my me time. And I'm going to explain that. How do you fix your schedule? What you should be doing, right? What you should be doing, right, is this right here. Break your hours like this. I like to do this all the time. I don't know if you guys personally develop, but if you're doing trading, if you're doing e-commerce, you need the personal growth. Okay? You need that. You need the personal growth, man, though. You should give yourself an hour every single day to personally develop yourself. Journal, right? Take an hour to read a book. Take an hour to read the word of God, right? Take an hour to listen to audios, Malek, Kevin Trudell, right? Whatever you guys want, leadership books, MMX, right? Whatever you guys want, social media, boom. Go out there and develop your mind, right? Because you're going to need that. I'm going to be honest. 98% of this journey, 98% of this journey is all mindset. You go as far as your mindset. I'm going to be 100% with you. You do. You go, I've been going so far because of my mindset. I give myself experiences like this because of my mindset. My mindset is growing every single day, right? So 98% of this is all mindset and 2% of this is all a skill set. Like right now, this is a skill set training. I'm getting you skilled up so you can go and apply, right? Another hour. Dedicate this to go get results. Very, very important. Take an hour to go get results. How do I get results, KD? Guess what? Go live. Who here pays a monthly subscription? Drop an I in the chat box. Everybody does. So go out there, go live. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know how to trade. Guess what? I trade smart money constants. I trade confluence with the banks. And guess what? I still go live. I go to Mike Navarrete to go look at my markups. I go to Manny Quinones in the morning and look at the markups. I know how to use the harmonic scanner. I know how to use the impulse. I know how to do the DeLorean, right? I know how to use the Swicoin scalper. Come on, family. Go get results. Right now, you're not getting results because you don't want to. You haven't committed yet. You still have your camera off. That's why you haven't committed yet, right? So go out there, guys. Go live. Go get results. That should be 1 hour of your day. Another hour of your day should be community calls. Like this one. This is a community call. This is a team call. This is a leadership call. Guess what? We have Monday Momentums. We have trading nights on Tuesday. We have e-commerce calls on Wednesdays. We have woman calls on Thursdays where Stephanie's going to be having these one-on-ones every other week. So guess what? Hop on these calls, community calls. These calls are going to get you guys inspired. These calls are going to get you guys moving. These calls are going to get you guys going. Okay? Next call is an hour to study. You should be studying right now. Who are my traders in here? Drop a FRX in the chat box. Let me see who are my traders. Right now, if you're a trader in here, you should be going to Bounce Back. Bounce Back should be your program. That should be, look, I was watching Bounce Back before I hopped on this call, right? Before I hopped on the Leadership Dynasty call. Look, I learned today about how to take a sniper entry. I already know how to take a sniper entry, but with trading, you're always learning. Always pour into your cup. Go out there, guys. Go study something new. Go study your product. Go become obsessed with your product. And you know what the last hour is that you should be doing on a day-to-day basis doing this business? Is connecting. with your coach, your leader, your mentor. Very, very important. I don't call everybody my mentor. I call everybody my coach or my leader, right? But those that are my mentors, I call them my mentors. Because our word mentor gets thrown around a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be ready to get mentorship. Like I told you guys here on this call, I'm going to shift you here in this call. But you guys allowed me to do it. If you guys didn't allow me to do it, I was going to be here like this. Like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But you guys allow me here to be myself. So 1 hour to connect. Yo, call Johnny. Yo, call Stephanie. Call me. Call your leader. Call your people. Because when you call your coaches, think about it. They're always learning new information. This weekend, Stephanie, Adele, and I, where were what? Where was we at? We was at Break the Code. We was at Break the Code, listening to $1 million information. People that pay 5,000 plus to be in rooms with the Grant Caldones, with the Emma-Lets, and so many other amazing speakers. Look at the vibration we are on. You here all awake and it's 10 o'clock where you guys are. What time is it back home? It's 7, right? 7. You see where I'm at is 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, family. You got to be able to connect with your coaches, your mentors, your leaders, your team, okay? In the last hour, guess what? I love networking, right? If this is you here on this call, you don't like to network, it's cool. But guess what? Get to know the industry. Get to know the industry of trading. Get to know the industry of e-commerce. Get to know network marketing. Get to know how leadership works. I'm going to be honest, you never stop learning. Trading, when I first started trading, all I knew was support and resistance, how to be a retail trader. Guess what? I outgrew that 30 days, 40 days in, and I started trading with the news, and it was the biggest breakthrough I received. It's the biggest, I'm telling you guys, when you search, they say when you seek, you'll find, right? So go out there and seek for information, okay? This is what your schedule should look like on a day-to-day basis. Guess what? Look at my schedule. Look at my schedule on hold on, where is it? Boom. Oh, that's not it. My fault. Look at my schedule, fam. Let me see. Yeah, right here. Look at my schedule. Look. This is my schedule. This is my schedule on a day-to-day basis. You're probably looking at this like, damn, right? But no, look at this. This is my schedule. This is how exactly my schedule is day-to-day and day in and day out, right? Day in and day out. This is how my schedule works. And look, what I do in the morning, I'm doing it at nighttime, right? I'm reading chapter 12 of the subjective control of the power of awareness. That's one of my favorite chapters to read, right? I'm communicating with my team. I got the team calls, right? And you guys are probably asking me, bro, how do you last all day, bro? Guess what? That's the source energy. That's God speaking through me to give you guys the message day in and day out. So this is how my schedule works, right? Think about it. Now, who has their schedule like that? Probably not a lot of us. But after this call and today, starting right now, who's going to start the schedule like this? Drop an I in the chat box, right? Everybody should have their schedule like this. Now, another thing that I was able to do within my schedule, now that my organization is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single day, I'm so happy and grateful now that successful students and leaders are joining my business on a day-to-day basis, right? Guess what? Guess what I'm doing now? Who here loves basketball? I love basketball, right? Basketball has how many quarters? 4 quarters, right? Exactly, right? So my days go through 4 quarters. Guess what? You guys can be able to do this if you want. You guys can be able to apply this if you have a really busy schedule, if you work, if you have kids. This is something that can be able to help you, okay? And guess what? Sometimes you got to sacrifice for a short period of time to be able to receive the reward that you want. And guess what? In the mornings, the first quarter, this could be 3 to 4 hours of your day, okay? It's for you, okay? In the morning, I get all my stuff done. From 5 a.m. all the way until, I want to say 11 a.m., 12 a.m., that's my me time. You don't see me on phone calls. Yeah, I'll answer some messages and stuff after I'm done trading. But when I'm in my routine, like right now, I'm in solitude. I'm by myself here, and then I'm just enjoying it. I'm waking up 5 a.m., going to the gym to go work out, go to meditate, go to pray, right? Go mark up, okay? Pour into my cup, go study. Take that time and enjoy the present moment that's quiet outside, That's peaceful, quiet. It's me time. Some of you guys don't have that luxury yet, but if you do have that luxury, guess what? Start to apply it. Spend an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours by yourself pouring into your cup. Then you know what I do after this? I start my day. I start working one-on-ones with the team. I reach out, I go do my content. I go out, whatever I got to do. And you know what I'm doing here? Like around this day, I'm doing team calls. This is around this time, 5 p.m. to like 9 p.m. I'm doing team calls. I'm doing prospecting calls. I'm doing IG lives, right? But around 1 o'clock to like 5:30, I'm in the field pouring into my team, calling my leaders, checking up on them, making sure that they're good, sending them little Telegram video messages, right? So they can feel my energy. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm doing team calls like this, 6:30 all the way until 9:30. And you know what I'm doing from 10 p.m. to 12? If I'm not doing a sniper call, I'm pouring back into my cup. This is something that you guys can be able to do. Think about it. Apply the 4 quarters to your schedule. I've been applying this. But I'm going to be honest. Look, if I never would have able to get started with I Am Mastery Academy and have access to the mentors that I have access to, I would have never have access to this information. And I'm giving you this information because this is what I've been able to apply to myself. Has been able to get me the results, to walk away from my 9-to-5, to walk away and not go back to a 9-to-5, having a business that failed, that had to pay all this much money back, right? And getting back on my feet and traveling the world freely. That's someone telling you that. Someone that's a definition of product or something, right? I will not tell you something that I'm not doing. I will not sit here on this call and cop to you, right? This has been able to help me, guys. This has been able to provide value for me, for the team that I have. And not only that, you can ask some of the people on my team. They follow my blueprint. They follow what I'm doing. They get the results that they want. Those that don't follow what I'm doing don't receive the results that I have, because they're hard-headed, and it's okay. It happens. But sometimes I got to let you fail, but I'm right here to pick you back up. You feel me? So that's the schedule that every single one of you guys should be providing. Now, I have something for you guys here on this call. You know, you guys been able to get value here. I gave you Google Calendar so you guys could go out there and apply this to yourselves. I gave you a structured schedule. Now I'm here to give you guys some sauce as well, right? Guess what? We all pay for Go Live. Some of you guys dropped that you trade, right? Guess what, guys? I'm going to give you guys a tip here. Everybody go to your Forex, right, when you have a chance. And when you go to your Forex page, guess what? I want you guys to pick 2 of your favorite educators, because here I'm going to give you a plan where you're trading. I want you to pick 2 favorite educators. One of my favorite educators, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's my brother, Mike Navarrete, right? Mike Navarrete is my #1 educator, okay? Then my second educator is my brother, Manny Quinones. Right? Now, Manny Quinones, he teaches the harmonic scan. Okay? The reason why I'm telling you guys to pick 2 of your favorite educators is because I want you to learn 2 of their products. Now, I'm going to give you guys a running mark of 45 days. So if you do the math from the day of today, which is January 30th, all the way into 45 days, it brings you to March Madness in Orlando. I'm going to come up to you guys. I'm going to talk to Stephanie. I'll be like, yo, connect me with your team. Whoever was here on this call, take a note of it and connect me with them, because I want to see where they're going to be at in the next 45 days. Because you guys all told me you're coming to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's here on this call, I'm taking a note of it. Who's here on this call? Don't leave this call now. You're like, damn. No, but I want you to be here on this call, right? The next 45 days, I want you to pick an educator, right? And I want you to pick the product that they have. It could be the harmonic scanner, it could be the impulse, it could be steady, right? It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be smart money concepts, right? It could be anything. And I want you, right, to show me that you know how to use this product and break it down to me, right? Why am I giving you that? Because I'm giving you a responsibility. The only way that you're going to become successful here in this business and in this journey is if you're a product of the product. Everybody say product of the product, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been here 2 years. I've been paying every single month $275. times 24. I've invested 6,600 into this academy. And I'm going to be honest, guys, this academy has taught me everything I learned. I could walk from this today. I could walk away from this today, or this company could fail tomorrow, right? And I could tell you guys that I've been able to learn the skill set of trading, and I've been able to apply this skill set that I could teach my nieces and I could teach my nephews how to use this. And guess what? I'm here to tell you on this call for you to do the same thing. Don't be that person that just posts other people's profits or just posts his demo account. Be that person that actually is withdrawing. Okay? Be that person that you could get. I could put you on the spot right now and you could break down the harmonic scanner. I could put you on the spot right now and you could show me how to take a trade. Right? That's the way that I'm moving now on. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to take this bar from Grant Cardone. He says that he's in the business of helping winners win more. I'm not in the business of helping losers lose or helping losers win. And I dislike that word losers. But I'm serious, guys. This year, this is how I'm moving 2023. Either you like it or you don't. I'm going to be honest. I'm moving with results because results drive behavior. And a lot of people are putting a bad name into this industry. And I know they are, right? Because they're not leading with results. People quit your business every single day because they feel that you have to get them results. No, you have to get yourself results. And I'm telling you guys that. Go get the results. You have the access. I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started this business, I only had 3 conversations with my mentor because she was 7 hours, 8 hours ahead of me. So think about it. Look at the luxury you guys have. Someone that's in your same city. Look at the luxury you have, that you have a whole system that runs for you. And all you got to do is what? Show up. All you got to do is show up. So I'm telling you guys, pick 2 of your favorite educators, learn their products, learn how they do their strategy, and master it. Okay? Now, you know what I'm also going to give you guys here on this call? Guess what? On Tuesday, I have a sniper session that I run. I'm going to give Stephanie the link so she can share it with you guys. I run a sniper session with two of my duplicates, right? 2 of my savage traders, my brother Dean and my brother Mark. My brother Dean, he just trades US 30 indices. My brother Mark, he trades crypto indices and also trades Forex pairs. Like myself, I trade everything, right? So guess what? Tuesday, tomorrow at 10 p.m., you guys will have access to this call. I would love for you guys to join that call. You guys want to improve your trading? You guys want to improve how smart money concept works? You guys want to work on a scanner? You guys want to understand the basics of trading? Guess what? That call tomorrow, you're going to have access to that. Look at the power it is of you showing up. You showed up here to this call today. You have access to Stephanie. Stephanie has access to me. You have access to what I have access to. But it's up to you, though, to be what? Drop it in the chat box if you could follow me. Be committed. You got to be committed for this. Because if you're not committed to this, what's going to happen? It's going to go over your head. You're not going to meet the opportunity. You're not going to meet the blessing that God is giving you. This is a blessing that I'm giving you here on this call. Okay? So Tuesdays, I'm going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're live at 10 p.m. You can come in and learn how the sniper session works. Learn from my students. And not only that, guys, these are students that are snipers. Both are funded traders, withdrawing off their funded accounts. So not only that, they trade live, they also have the funded account because that's something that I've been able to apply into my organization. And now that, guys, they know the strategy. They know what they're talking about. And just because they love to help people and I love to help people, we're going to give you guys access to that. Does that make sense? Right? So I gave you guys here on this call today my story. I gave you some tips on how I've been able to become this person right here. Right. I've also gave you guys a structure on what to apply on your day-to-day basis with the people you sign up into this business with yourself. Not only that, guys, but I also gave you a game plan so you could go out there and apply to yourself. Gave you an assignment to do. Right. I want to see this assignment. I want to see who really does it. Right. Who's going to be those that are going to go out there and become product of the product. And I'm also gave you guys access to my call that you guys can have access to me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I really, really, really appreciate every single one of you guys, and I want to thank you, Stephanie, for having me here on my Instagram. It's ITSHIMKD. You guys can take a picture, post me on Instagram, tag me, and I'll repost it in my page. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I have this message for you. And it's that, I could come here into this call and motivate you all these words. But I actually talked to you with my actions of what exactly that I did. That's why I educated you guys here today. So I appreciate you guys. I love y'all, man. Drop some value in the chat box if you guys got value off this call. Stephanie, I'm giving it back to you. I appreciate you. Let's get it.
Wow, thank you so much, KD. That was so fire. If you guys received any sort of value, please